So very briefly before the video starts, last time I promoted the new app I'm a part of, Find My Macros, where you can put a specific amount of macros you have left and it'll tell you all the restaurants and all the meals you can eat at those restaurants available. It's such an amazing app, such an amazing idea. I'm so glad to be a part of it. Everyone that downloaded it, about 10,000 of you crashed our server. So for the past week, unfortunately, you haven't been able to use it. So it's really frustrating, but hopefully by Monday or Tuesday, it'll all be back up. We're working very, very hard on it. Right now, it is just in the Apple Store, and it is only in the United States. We are gonna be expanding, I promise. So if you haven't downloaded, stick with it. If you haven't downloaded it yet, download the app. It is free. It is gonna be huge, and it's just amazing. I'm glad you guys are gonna be a part of it this early on, and enjoy the video. Yeah. Ooh, man, I almost ate it. What is going on, guys? Dave eating again in the beautiful town of Richmond, Virginia. We are gonna go get some Chewies for the first meal. What? I know, crazy. It is 12:11. Let's begin. So we are at the best, I'm gonna call it Mexican food, but it says Mexican food, but I guess it's called Tex-Mex. But this is by far my favorite place to get Mexican. If you have one of these or have access to one of these, I'd highly recommend you go. It's the best, the best. So we're in Chewies. I'm gonna get the fajitas because they're hands down delicious. Marinated for 24 hours in our signature blend of Shiner Bock beer, Serrano, peppers, lime juice, and secret spices, which is probably salt. They're fantastic. But in my Fitness Pal, they have this dish, I believe, but it has a significant amount of fat in it, which to me doesn't make any sense because really all I eat is the peppers, onions, and the meat and the tortillas. I don't eat anything besides. A lot of the times in my Fitness Pal, it'll include like everything that comes with it. So I don't eat like sour cream, I don't eat the guac. So the fajitas are a great option if you don't want to eat a whole bunch of like fat or carbs. You want something delicious. Crushing some, what the heck is this? What is this? What is that? I don't want that. Sure. With chips, honestly, what I do is I just assume that the chips are gonna be the same as like your standard Tostitos. So about Tostitos, it's about 7 grams of fat per serving of like, with like 14 chips. So I always just assume I'm gonna eat about 2 servings worth of those chips. So about 14 grams of fat from the chips and the salsa. Chewies has the best salsa ever. Nice, thank you. Yeah, too. And you chop it all up. Salt shaker. Is it going? Yes. All right. Stir Chewies. You already knew that. I got fajitas. You already knew that as well. So they came out, and so what they do is interesting about. I'm gonna start this whole program. All right, so we got our fajitas, and one cool thing about Chewies is they actually, or at least they tell me, is they weigh out their meat proportions. So this is 4 ounces of fajita beef, and it's absolutely delicious. So what I always do with fajitas, and fun fact, whenever you get fajitas, tell them to chop it up more in the back because it comes out in slices, and then you're just gonna cut it up more. So why not have them do it with big fancy knives? So all I do is I got the beans, which that's way too much. This is actually the first time ever eating refried beans was here, because I always just thought it looked bad and food doesn't look delicious, I don't eat it. But it turns out it actually is good. So I take a little bit of rice, a little bit of fajita or beans, and then I take some, beef, put it, you get the idea. So then I put it in this, and then I take some salsa, put the salsa on there, wrap it up, and then eat it, and it's so delicious. If I had if I wasn't filming a Dave eating video today, or I had a million fat macros, I'll show you what I would get. This is, it's called a big as your face burrito. Nick's got a big face, so that's probably right up his alley. So it's so good. Yeah, but that probably has 1,000,000 grams of fat in it. So that's gonna be my lunch. That's gonna be my first meal of the day because we are team no breakfast on this channel. I don't like breakfast. Yeah. So this is my old building where I used to live. That's the building that went up in front of it. So all the construction that I was complaining about, it's done now after I move. Of course. Car is so dirty. All right, headed back to DC from Richmond. Richmond, I miss you, but I'll be back in a week because I'm coming back for Halloween. What am I gonna be? Something super spooky. Definitely need to stop by 7-Eleven to get like a snacky poo, maybe like a Gatorade. Yeah. This 7-Eleven right here was a 7-Eleven I used to. So when I first went to college back in the day, I lived like right down the street, and we'd play video games until like 4 in the morning and eat sour straws and Slurpees and stuff, and I'd walk to this 7-Eleven all of the time to just get candy and Slurpees. Wish that I still ate just candy and Slurpees. Life was a lot easier when everything was just candy and Slurpees. You know what's cool about Gatorades? No one's ever like, give me a blue cherry or a glacier freezer. They're like, get me a blue one. Get me a red one. No, you never get red drinks, guys, because it just makes your mouth all red. So, which Gatorade should I get? Which Gatorade should I get? This one. Blue. So all my life, I've like really wanted to get a crotch rocket motorcycle, like a little speed bike. Can you guys imagine me on a little speed bike? That's speed bike sound. It's exactly what it sounds like. We are in a lot of traffic heading back to DC. So it's about 3:45, and I'm gonna head straight to the grocery store. So there's a lot of traffic on the highway, so I just realized that you can hit the detour button on the GPS, which I never knew was a thing, and then it'll just take you to a new route. So I took a detour and got on a different road to go on a different highway, and then I saw something and I said, I want that in my mouth. I shouldn't have said that. Basically, I'm taking a detour on the detour and stopping and getting, what do you think it's gonna be? It's gonna be food. What is it? What did I see that I wanted? Arby's, did you guess it? You got it right. No, you didn't guess that. But I really want a Arby's sandwich. So I'm gonna eat it because I'm a grown man. I can do what I want at any time in my life. So we just got a classic sandwich because I'm a classic man, and we got some Arby's sauce, which I'll probably put maybe 1 to 2 packs on there because it's delicious. There's something I was gonna tell you guys. And then I got a water to wash it down. And you know, I used to always use a straw when I was a kid, and then I got to a certain age, and for some reason I thought it was like, if you're a man, if you're a guy, you don't use a straw. Straws are for girls. And that's just the reasoning why I always don't use a straw, or a lot of times I don't use a straw, because it's like in my brain when I was a kid, even that's stupid. There's a really good looking dude sitting next to me. It's me. But yeah, that was a really bad joke. I'm gonna crush this sandwich. Not too many grams of fat on this, like 17, at least that's what it says. I'm not a fan of the melts, by the way. The melts are disgusting. It's like cheese doo-doo on it. Yeah. I think some people have commented that they're like, Max, you never show you eating the food. Would you wanna see that? Just No. I mean, I could speed it up, but no. In all honesty, I thought about going to get Chipotle, but you know what? I'm craving something in my brain, and I'm gonna get it from this store, which is the Teeter, the Harris of Teeter. Grocery stuff. So we just had an apple tragedy. This guy fell. It's a goner. Let's give this to someone. I don't like how they have the apples on an angle stacked, because then it forces you to choose these apples. Like, I'm the master of my own apple picking And sometimes the best ones, like, you know, in the back, or like on the bottom, RIP Apple. This is the best turkey you will ever have in your entire life. It is very expensive, but it's so good. Boar's Head Sausalito. That's what we're gonna get. It's the best, the best. Another turkey that I used to get back in the day. I haven't had it since college, but it's very, very interesting and it'll freak you out. It is maple turkey. It literally tastes like you're eating a turkey sandwich with like syrup. Think of it as like a McGriddle, which are awesome. Like a McGriddle of turkey sandwiches. I don't know if that sounds delicious, but it's interesting, it's good, I'd highly recommend it. Boar's Head's where it's at though. She gave me some free ones to try, even though I know I love it. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, so we got our groceries. Spent about $70 in there. Did not plan on that. I got a bunch of apples, but I think I just want to drink this instead, and we'll count that as my fruit for the day because it does have a lot of carbs. That was only $55. So this is a Naked Berry Blast. These things are pretty expensive, but they have a lot of fruit in them. This has 5 blackberries, 4 raspberries, 4 strawberries, 3.5 apples, and half banana. So they're good, they're expensive. I don't buy them very frequently. I would not recommend you buy the protein ones. I got one back in college and I was like, ooh, protein. And I shook that thing like a salt shaker for 30 minutes and you still would drink it. And it was just like grit. It'd be like, like it was just like grit. Down. It never shook up ever. Never. So I wouldn't recommend getting that unless you want to chug that thing. You know, let's do a taste test on this. I don't think I've ever had this one. Pretty good. Something I want to ask you guys, leave a comment down below what you enjoy most about these day eating videos. Why do you like them so much? Why are they addicting to you? Why? Going home. And she pissed in my bed. Okay, so back from the grocery store and picked up a bunch of stuff, probably spent too much money. So I'm making a Sausalito turkey sandwich, and this is actually my go-to sandwich every single day back when I lived with my mom. I'd be like, Max, what do you want for food, sandwich? I was like, turkey mustard. Turkey mustard, Mom. That's all I want, lots of mustard. So I put a lot of mustard on there. We have 6 ounces of Boar's Head Sausalito, so it's kind of thick, and we're gonna put some banana peppers on because I talked about how much I love these things, and they're great because they have a lot of potassium in them from the bananas, and then that's a joke, by the way. I know they're not actually from bananas. And what we're also gonna do is put some Quest chips on it. I'm gonna eat them on the side as well, but I'm gonna just lay these right here for some crunch. Normally I would toast my sandwiches because I strongly believe that most sandwiches are the best when they're toasted, but I'm just not today. So if that wasn't crazy enough of a big sandwich, then what we're gonna do is go over here. And I was gonna buy some cheese to put on the sandwich, but then I remembered I have this shredded cheese. So this might be weird, but I'm gonna put a serving. Let's try this out. Yeah, just like that. So we have a 1/4 cup of jalapeno cheese. Look at this sandwich, oh my goodness. So the jalapeno cheese on there, some Quest chips on it, and just for garnish, as they say, like just something that looks so nice. Maybe I'll use that as the thumbnail, who knows. So I'm gonna crush this gigantic thing down, good amount of protein in this, and then I have a bunch of stuff to do, editing videos, packaging orders, talking with suppliers for that kind of stuff. We have the launch coming up very soon I don't announce the date right now because again I want to confirm that everything's going to be in. But we will have 5 guys shirts and 1 shirt for the ladies. Very exciting stuff. Cool stuff planned. Cool trips planned. So food time now. So gonna get some more carbs in. Just need carbs and protein. So you know what I'm gonna do? Yeah, you little pisser. I'm gonna get some extra protons. Get out. Okay, so what we have here is, I think this is gonna be like the perfect mixture. It's gonna be very similar cereals. So we have Fiber One honey clusters and Golden Grams, just 1 serving each, and then we'll use like 12 ounces of skim milk. And we will have one of these. These are great for like little snacks. They have, oh, they don't, what are the macros? They have 12 grams of protein, 8 carbs. So it's a good little, pretty high protein snack. So I'm extremely tired. It's 10:45 at night. I'm finishing up my calories, eating a Honeycrisp apple. And now I know that some of you might be thinking, Max, have you converted to Honeycrisp over Granny Smith? Are you committing a sin against Granny Smith? No, Granny Smith are still my favorite. I just really like these Honeycrisps as well. So I bought actually like 5 Honeycrisp and 5 Granny Smiths. So I'll go back and forth, back to back. And then I'm drinking one of these organic vanilla ones, the protein drinks from the last video you guys saw. So that's pretty much going to wrap up my stuff for the night. I'm doing some orders right here, and I actually stumbled across this YouTube channel called The Hacks of Life. He doesn't have that many videos out, but they're pretty popular ones. Very funny. I'd highly recommend you go check them out. The Hacks of Life. Really, really funny. It's like how to get stuff for free. My room's a wreck. I need to pack some orders. So I need to put some stuff away. I need to put my bed sheet back on. I need to shower. Need more time, guys. Need more time. Alright guys, this is going to wrap up the video. Let's go over the calories. Again, we were targeting about 75-ish grams of fat, about 375 carb, and 190 protein, just like last week. We finished out with 53 fat, 320 carb, and 153 protein. But what I did not factor, let's go ahead and look at what we have here. As you can see, I have everything. The roast beef. So, and the Tostito chips is what I put for the chips at Chewy's. So what you don't see here is the beans and rice and the steak. So that's going to factor out the last like 30 grams of protein, the last like 50 carb, and the last like 15 to 20 fat. So that's going to be like the steak, the fat and the protein from the steak, and then the fat-ish and the carbs from the beans and the rice. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want me to do another one. I am so tired. I will see you guys later.